Hello, welcome in to Butterflies and Tea. My name is Olympia Tate, and today is Spooky Story Day. So, guys, we're going to jump into these videos between the Appalachian Mountains, between Jinns, and we got what's the mythical creature that's half horse, half man? We got that going on here. We got a lot to unpack here, guys. So, we're going to jump into this video, guys. Please make sure you guys leave me some comments about what you think about these scary stories here. We're going to jump right on in, guys.
Guys,
What's that, Dad?
Ain't no way.
let's go. Let's go back inside. Come on. Come on, guys.
Nope. I would not have my kids out there at all, daytime or nighttime. I'm sorry, I couldn't live there with children. No way. Mm-mm. Nope. Welcome on into my channel, beautiful butterflies. Welcome on into my channel.
Someone in the Appalachian Mountains captured a video that has left people completely unsettled. At first glance, the figure in the distance looks like a bird, almost like a crow standing near the tree line, but as the camera slowly zooms in, something starts to feel very wrong. The figure isn't hopping and it isn't flying, it's walking upright like a human, and when you look closely at its feet, they don't resemble claws at all. They look disturbingly human. The entire body is pitch black, tall and thin, and it appears to be holding some kind of curved object that many people say looks like a scythe. After the video was posted, the comments exploded. Some viewers believe it's a symbol of death, while others say it could be one of the unknown entities long rumored to exist in the Appalachians. But the most unsettling part came from the person filming, who said that the moment they realized it wasn't a bird, the figure seemed to be watching them too. So what do you think? Just a strange illusion or something that was never meant to be seen?
This is a
I don't know. It kind of looked like I mean, it looks real, but at the same time, it kind of doesn't. Like, did somebody just create the costume and put it on and be like, oh, I'm gonna make like, you know, I don't know, a little weird. You guys let me know what you think.
AI, then it already knows how to stay away from humans. This isn't a movie clip. It was posted by a young woman who went hiking in the Appalachian Mountains with her friends. According to her, everything was normal at first, until the sounds started. Not wind, not animals, something else. The sound came from deep in the forest, distant, uneven, almost like it was pulling them in. They hesitated, then they followed it, and that's when they saw it. You can see her hands shaking as she pulls out her phone. In the footage, a figure moves between the trees, clear enough to make out the shape. Upper body human, lower body horse, a centaur. Not a shadow, not a split-second blur. Something with weight, movement, structure. And here's where it gets worse. When I started looking into it, I realized this isn't the only video. Over the past few years, multiple people, different locations, same mountain range, have recorded similar encounters. And every single clip has one thing in common. The people filming always keep their distance. They back away. They don't approach because none of them are convinced this thing would be friendly. So if this isn't AI, not CGI, not a hoax, then what exactly is hiding in the Appalachian Mountains? Maybe it's not just skinwalkers, not just old folklore, maybe some myths were never myths at all.
See what appears to be a centaur. For those who don't know, a centaur is a creature from ancient Greek mythology, half man, half horse, and honestly, there's no logical explanation for why something like that would be there. But here's what made people stop and look closer. After researching it, this wasn't the only video.
Pay attention to this clip.
This is good, Todd.
Now, before y'all go in the comments, did y'all see the demon look
Right.
inside the video? Now, the girl had to double back and look back herself like, did I see what I just see? Yes, she did. So she happened to look back like, did anybody else notice the man in the video? Now, y'all, look now. That looks like some Chucky, Jeepers Creepers, I know what you did last summer
Okay.
video.
Gone.
Yo, I think I would have picked up all my stuff and I would have just stopped recording, stopped streaming, and I would have been gone. Nah, she looked like she was somewhere eating inside of like the mall area or something like that. Like she was eating. My food would have been ruined.
Right.
My whole day would have just been, what?
Yes.
I need a part two. We need a
Right.
part two because
Yeah.
who was the man?
Hmm.
Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all let me know in the
What do y'all
comments.
think?
I'll call y'all back.
Tell me that this next video was filmed in the Appalachian Mountains without telling me it was filmed in the Appalachian Mountains. And why do I say that? Because there was a contractor that was installing a fence during the daytime and looked over into the bushes where he was putting the fence and noticed a woman staring at him. You heard what I said. She was staring at him through the bushes. He then went to get a closer look, and what he saw scared the living daylights out of him. Take a look at this video for yourself. Listen.
Look, dude, she couldn't find her way over there.
Watch
So
the
now she's
glitch
over here.
right there. Look at that.
She's definitely trying to find her way in the night.
Unbelievable.
You see her?
Right there.
That face. Oh my god. It's
Not
right
at
there
all.
staring at me.
No, thank you.
What is that?
Dude, how fucking scary is that?
I froze the video and enhanced it as best as I could for clarity. Do you see the individual or whatever that thing is right there? Do you see it now? No? How about right now? Take a look at that face. What in the world is that was staring at him and moving around? I'll play the video one more time and keep an eye on the glitch in the background as well.
Look, dude, she couldn't find her way over there. So now she's over here. She's definitely trying to find her way in the night. Over.
Just unbelievable.
That face.
I still don't know what the heck that is that was looking at him. Do you? And like many of you, I've heard the horror stories of what goes on at night in the Appalachian Mountains. So my question to you is, why do people still live there? Number one. And number two, if you were that contractor, would you keep doing the job or just hightail it the hell out of there and call it a day? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Freaking out because, hey y'all, so this dude looks over at his roommate's bed and he sees this, and look, he starts freaking out because that's not his roommate. My man grabs his glasses to make sure he's seeing what he sees, but wait till he goes over to the bed and removes the blanket. He needs to get a priest
all.
ASAP because that's not normal. He needs to bless his whole home. I could never sleep in this house ever again if I experienced something like this. You see how it moves the blanket and everything, but there's nobody underneath the blanket. My man was literally being taunted by a demon.
What is going on with the internet? So I don't know if you guys have been keeping up, but this lady who bought this doll for her daughter about 3 years ago, well, she started to notice something very strange about this doll, something that other dolls probably don't do. And I will show you guys this creepy doll in a few. But the doll itself, the mom bought it at a thrift store 3 years ago and her daughter seems to love it. Now for the past 3 years that she's had this doll, nothing bad has happened. However, she recently started to notice that from when she first bought this doll for her daughter, which by the way, the doll was being thrifted for $2. When she first bought the doll for her daughter, the doll barely had hair. It had little peach fuzz, but for the most part, the doll was bald. But as of lately, the family started to notice that the doll is actually growing hair. Yes, like a human scalp that grows hair, the doll's head is doing the same thing. So this is the doll. And in the videos that this lady would make featuring this doll, some weird stuff would happen. Some people claim to have seen the doll's arm move by itself in the video. Some people are claiming to see orbs around the doll, while some others are convinced that this doll was breathing in one of the videos. People have speculated saying that, well, maybe it's old hair coming out of the doll's head. Lady goes on to prove that it's kind of impossible to pull out this dolly's hair, and once the hair is plucked out, that's it. Some people are even saying that back in the 70s and 80s, make these types of dolls where their hair. However, those dolls have been discontinued for a long time. You can see the little strings of hair where it's growing back.
I'm scared to even hold her around at this point. I just want to show you that her hair is still growing. Like, what? It's still, like, those are just brand new strands. Anyways, I'm going to set my camera.
So under the comment section,
Now I'm going to pause briefly, guys. So if you already don't know who Rebecca Journey is, she is here on YouTube. I will try to link all her her information for here because she's here. She's also on TikTok, and I believe she does have an Instagram as well. She tells a whole lot of spooky stories, different spooky stories. That's her main go-to is spooky stories, guys. So if you're interested in more than I give you guys, go over to her because she definitely gets a lot of those. Jumping back
In
into
that
this.
video, you can literally see people saying she's literally breathing. Nah, the hair is definitely grown. Like, multiple people in the comments believe that the doll was breathing, or even seen the doll move. So let's keep this conversation going by leaving a comment and letting me know what you guys thought. What would you do in this scenario if your child's doll started growing hair out of nowhere? Dolls don't grow hair. Anyway, from your favorite Haitian homegirl.
The amount of people buying reborn baby dolls from Goodwill or thrift stores is absolutely wild to me. It makes me feel like nobody's seen Chucky before. Now, this baby doll's hair is regrowing on its own, this mom claims. The kids brought it to their mom and say, hey, look, it's growing hair. And the mom's like, whoa, why is the baby doll growing hair? And so she starts observing this baby doll, does some time-lapse videos. Says her time-lapse videos prove that the baby's arm moves and she sees what seems to be an orb leave the baby's body. But this lady comes forward today and says, I had a similar incident happen to me, and I got this baby at a thrift store too. She says she was going to paint the baby a different color, ends up putting the baby down for about a month. When she comes back, the baby doll's hair looks like this, full in the ponytail and so much more hair. She had another incident happen to her too, and she ends up getting rid of that baby doll. She says this is back in 2021. But you can clearly see there in the bald-headed baby that there is hair coming out of those follicles. I don't know. We've got trees moving closer. We've got baby dolls growing hair, and these moms are still getting baby dolls at thrift stores in 2026. It's a wild ride.
Facts. And then we have the monkey baby doll.
Oh my fucking god, I swear to god, this thing just fucking looked at me. Oh my fucking.
Nope.
She got a monkey as a gift, and it didn't take long for her to realize something was seriously wrong. At first it looked like a normal doll, but then she noticed its eye moving, staring directly at her.
Oh my fucking god, I swear to god, this thing just fucking looked at me. Oh my fucking.
She tried to ignore it, hoping she was imagining things, even though on video it's clear the eye actually moved. Instead of getting rid of it, she kept spending time with the doll, recording it and posting clips on her page. A few hours later, she discovered a certificate inside the package with a name on it, something that made her briefly consider throwing the doll away. Unfortunately, she didn't. Later, Cassie revealed that she lives in a house right next to a cemetery in Illinois, which might explain some of the strange things she deals with on a daily basis. She also responded to comments questioning whether her videos were real. Then, to see what would happen, she left the doll on the couch for 24 hours while she was out.
What's up, cousins? It's time for me to update y'all about the spiritual activity that's been going on in my house. Come on, come sit down. Okay, so as y'all know, well, as most of you know, I work night shift at the hospital. And so whenever I'm working night shift, my daughter's with my mom. So my mom called me one night and she's like, hey, yeah, we've been hearing a lot of walking and stuff. So she's still hearing walking, but she said this time it hears like it's coming from the attic. Now, mind you, when I first moved up in here, I made sure that I did this. Hold on. So, when I first moved in here, I had the police go up there. I had the landlord go up there because I wanted to make sure that she didn't have any extra things in there that needed to be taken out. But I had the police go up there because I wanted to make sure wasn't nobody squatting up there. Okay? Because cousin don't play that. So, fast forward, I ended up being off of work for like 2 days. And while I was off work, I remember I got up to get something to drink. And it felt so cold in the kitchen, almost like somebody had the door open. Okay? The heat, it was hot everywhere else. But it felt so cold in the kitchen. And I was like, what the heck? So I turned around and I saw something out the corner of my eye run to the back where the rooms are. So I ended up walking to the back to check on my daughter. I look in her room. She's still knocked out, still sleeping. She seems like she's peacefully sleeping. Doesn't seem like she's having a nightmare. We're good. So I start walking back up front. But while I'm walking to the front, back to the kitchen, I'm praying over the house. And so I'm cleaning out the cup that I just drank out of. And I hear my trash can moving. So I stopped. You know how when you hear something, you just instantly stop all movement? I turned the water off. I stopped moving. And I hear my trash can. It was trash day. I took it out, early that morning and put it at the end of the driveway. And I said, what the heck? But I hear it coming. Like, I can hear it being dragged. So I finally go to the door. Of course, I didn't open it right away because who's dragging or taking my trash can? Then I see my neighbor. She has these lights, these detection lights. Whenever somebody moves, her lights come on. And it stopped moving as soon as her lights came on. As soon as it reached my driveway area, the lights came on. I saw it. Then I, of course, kind of like peeked out the front in the blinds, and I don't see anybody. And so finally, I was just like, what the heck? So I turned the side light on, and I don't see any footprints. It had snowed a few hours before that. So you're going to see some footprints. All I saw were the trash drag marks. That's it. The footprints aren't going to disappear. Come on now. Fast forward, me and my baby girl are having mommy-daughter time. And, you know, we're just having a good old time. And, you know, kids already say things out of the blue already as it is. And so what she said next kind of, you know, had me, what you talking about? So she was like, yeah. She said, Mommy, I don't like when you go to work because she said they make a lot of noise upstairs. Mind you, we don't have a basement. Okay? And we also don't have it upstairs. And so instantly, I'm just like, is she talking about the attic? So I said, are you talking about the attic? She's like, yeah, the stairs that come down. Now, mind you, I've never pulled this down around my kid. I didn't even pull it down. I had my landlord and the police officers do it. So my daughter told me, she said, she referred to the spirits as they. So it's multiple spirits. She said, they go up there to watch out for the house. I said, okay, I want to know what they're watching out for. I said, do you talk to them? She said, only one. Now, mind you, it didn't hit me until later on what was really going on. I'm going to get to that in a second, though. So when I finished questioning my daughter about the spirits that are up here in the attic, she told me that they are there because they're protecting the house. I said, so it's a lot of them? I said, how many are there? And so she started doing this. And she made it to the number 6. So 6 spirits in the attic. And I was just like, man, I wonder why all of them up there like that. So fast forward, I tell my mom about it. Me and my mom are talking. She prayed. She said, she's like, when I prayed, she said, I didn't feel anything bad. She said, so maybe there's something that's going on and they need to be here at the moment. But my mom also said that she saw this male spirit and this woman spirit like walking back and forth up and down the hall when she opened up the door. And she was like, almost like they're standing guard. And I said, okay, what's going on? They need to tell us something. What's about to happen? Around that time, there was a man on the run. He had unalived a couple people, probably a couple miles from our home, right? And he was still on the run. They hadn't caught him yet. They were saying that they think that he's hiding in the area. And so my mom said that she had a dream that there was a man in her car sleeping. And so I said, you had a dream of a man in your car sleeping? She said, yeah, but that's not the first time I had that dream. She said, I just can't see the man's face. And so I was worried that it was possibly the man who was on the run. And so my mom was like, you know, she's like, we just gonna pray and we just gonna see what happens next, where it goes. So fast forward, my mom calls me and she's like, hey, I got in my car and it smelled like cigarette smoke. And I said, what? I said, were your doors locked? She said, I thought I locked them, but she was like, it smelled like cigarette smoke in my car. My mom does not smoke and she don't allow smoking in her car, okay? Fast forward, she's taking Simone to school for me and I get Simone in the car. I go back in the house and she told me that she saw this man walk from the garage to the side door. I'm still in the house because I just gotten off night shift, so I'm about to be knocked out. So she turned around and she said that she saw this man walk from the garage to the side door. He didn't make eye contact with her. He just stood there and stared straight ahead like he was standing guard. And she said he slowly disappeared. She couldn't see him anymore, but she knew he was right there. Fast forward again, a few days later, this man is caught. Okay, now my daughter, we don't allow her to watch like the news and stuff. She's young, she's 5. So we don't allow her to watch the news and stuff like that. But a few days later, my daughter was like, oh, all of them are gone. They're gone. She's like, they must have went home. And so I'm like, talking about spirits. And she was like, yeah, they must have went home. But me and my mom look at the news and they caught the man who had unalived those people and the one who had been on the run. So I think that they were here because he really was hanging around near our home. I really do believe that.
So this has got to be one of the most bizarre and extremely creepy paranormal occurrences that I have ever seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of weird shit. So that's got to say something. It's just a regular person like you and I, and this is creepy as fuck. You got to watch this. So this is Marcus. And Marcus had an unexpected surprise while delivering Uber Eats to someone's house in Newark, New Jersey. He's driving and headed towards a red light when he notices a huge cemetery as he's making a right turn. And this seems to bother him quite a bit. As he's driving, something looks like it flies by the windshield of his car. He says that it was a ghost flying into his car. Let's just take his word for it for now. After that, it's not caught on camera, but he hops out of his car in a panic because he said it sounded like someone or something was banging on his passenger side window. Now, this is where things get extremely fucking weird.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Oh fuck. Tripping. No, I'm not tripping. Oh, hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no.
One of the sneakers starts moving on its own like it came to life or some shit.
What the fuck?
Now he's really freaking out. He gets out of his car and walks over to the sneaker that just moved. Would you have done it? And tries kicking it, I guess. Gets even more freaked out, falls down.
Most people at that point would have been like, oh, hell no, and they would have been gone, not go towards it. But of course, if you know that ghosts cannot hurt you, they can make you hurt yourself.
And gets back into his car. Now you must be like, okay, big fucking deal, a sneaker moving on its own near a cemetery, whoop-de-fucking-do, right? Nah, wrong. Because this is where shit gets really crazy.
I wouldn't even got out of the car at that point.
Oh, hell, what the fuck?
Yeah. How freaking crazy is that? A freaking spirit trying to open a car door actually opens it.
Right.
And I don't know, did it get in?
Or get out.
Oh, hell, what the fuck?
But that made me feel like it was already in there when he probably got out.
And then shuts on its own.
Right.
Oh, hell.
He probably came in on the side that he got out of.
Cemeteries, man. That's why I love investigating them. There's gotta be something wrong with me. No?
That kind of looked like an alien. Nope.
Disclaimer, I don't suggest that you watch this video at night by yourself or while you're working night shift. In an ICU in Kentucky, there was this patient that was experiencing all sorts of hallucinations. They have a video camera in the ICU, which is pretty common now, and they captured
Now, you guys possibly saw this on my shorts feed because I did post this on my shorts feed.
this on camera. Does that not look like some sort of demon on top of the patient? The patient died just 3 hours after the nurse took this picture. What is that?
So this is an incredible photo. We got two things happening. One, glitch in the camera, something weird with the lighting. Definitely a man-made experience influencing it. But that is happening because a spirit did enter the room. Two things can be true. What I'm feeling is the bottom part of that is the being. The top half is something else. It's some sort of glitchy thing. And it's trying to take advantage of those that are in somewhat of a weakened space as they pass over. This patient was fine, moved to the light, never bothered by it. But these dark beings tend to do that because they are frustrated, angry, not sure why they're there. A lot of times very scared to move to the other side because they know they weren't that great in this life. Definitely made its way into this room, causing the glitch.
This video footage of what might be the most sinister paranormal entity in existence. The Jinn, which stems from Islamic and Middle Eastern folklore, could be one of the most sinister paranormal entities in existence. In just a moment, I'm going to roll 3 different video clips of alleged Jinn. I can't verify the authenticity. They could be hoax, but they are much like the Native American SkinWalker or shapeshifter. They can take on many forms. They can appear human, they can appear as animals, or any and everything in between. Watch this footage. Let me know in the comments what you think, or if you've ever encountered a Jinn, I want to know about it. If you have any paranormal evidence, my email's listed in my bio. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. God bless. Watch this.
انت ايش؟ شو هذا يا اخوان؟ أعوذ بالله أعوذ بالله بسم الله. اخوان ايش هاي بتعمل؟ طب هاي الضوء هيك هي ها
ارفع اصبعك الشاهد ارجوك ان تريد ان تدخل الاسلام. انطق معي مرة ثانية وحرك اصبعك عند الشهادتين اشهد ان لا اله الا الله وان محمدا رسول الله. الان أريد منك أن تنصرف. هيا دموه للمملكة الآن.
One girl was walking home alone late at night after a party when she suddenly felt like someone was following her. She said the party ended around midnight and she decided to head home by herself. While walking, she got this creepy feeling that some guy was behind her. To feel a little safer, she started recording on her phone. But when you watch the video, the man doesn't really seem to pay attention to her, so it doesn't look like an actual chase. But the weirdest part happened after that. The girl said she doesn't even remember how she got home that night. The next day, she checked her phone, found the video, and was completely shocked. Her movements, her voice, the way she acted, everything looked strange, like she wasn't herself. She explained that it felt like she had no control over herself, almost like something was influencing her at the time. Freaked out, she decided to get help. First from a psychologist, and then from people who deal with spiritual and energy-related stuff to figure out what actually happened. According to her, something really weird happened that night. Now she's sharing her story to warn other people. Always stay careful and trust your instincts.
This is a really creepy video. These men are in a cave when they come across a Jinn. Basically, it's an invisible spirit often said to be evil. What they're doing is trying to seal it in this hole. Check it out.
يا الله سكر 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 بسرعة بسرعة بسم الله بسرعة سكروا والله تخوفني يا زلمه الخوف طبعا قاعد
Hello, my name is Ken Kaufman, 33 years old, healthy for the most part. Lately, something strange has been happening to me. I've been having these dreams of this thing standing there, watching me while I sleep. I drew a sketch. I've read about sleep paralysis where someone has these lucid dreams of this presence in their room. I've been waking up with excruciating headaches and these. I've never been a rough sleeper or have had any history of sleepwalking. Could it be the onset of a combination of sleeping disorders? I think it's concerning enough to seek help, but I can't afford it. At least, not right now. Tonight I'll be recording myself while I sleep to see exactly what I'm doing.
Now this was crazy right here, and I'm sorry if you guys may hear my cat. She's fussing. I don't know if I could ever sleep again if I see some stuff like that on the camera that I had put up and then I just knew I went to sleep and then wait, no. I don't know, man. That's scary as shit.
It's clear.
You sure nothing's missing?
Nothing. I would know. I don't have much worth value anyways.
Make sure you keep all the doors and windows locked tonight. I'm gonna hang around the neighborhood and keep an eye on the house. And give me that videotape.
Security cameras inside this house captured things that should have been impossible. The first clip came from the daughter's bedroom. Late at night, she was sitting on the floor playing with a strange little girl nobody in the family had ever seen before. But the truly terrifying part was the girl's face. Her mouth stretched unnaturally wide, far bigger than a normal person's should be, while the daughter stared blankly ahead like she was trapped in some kind of trance. Then, the footage from the son's room made things even worse. In the middle of the night, a pair of strange shoes suddenly walked out of his room completely on their own. No legs, no person. Just footsteps slowly moving into the living room. Seconds later, books suddenly flew out of the bookshelf and the entire shelf crashed onto the floor. But the strange activity inside the house still wasn't over. In the parents' room, while they were asleep, the air vent slowly began opening by itself with nobody anywhere near it, and then came the final living room camera. A painting suddenly lifted itself off the wall and started floating across the room before drifting straight into the fireplace. The second it fell in, the flames violently exploded upward. After the footage was uploaded online, thousands of people called it one of the creepiest home security videos ever seen. But what do you think was really inside that house?
A demon. Something that didn't belong there anyway.
Jezu, jak to ona tak warczy? Ja pierdzielę.
And mind you, I looked like everywhere for this one particular video to see if they actually showed what it was, and later on it does show something, but you can barely see it. But it's definitely unnatural, that's for sure.
Uważaj.
She was nasty too.
A wy ją widzicie w ogóle?
Nie.
You guys don't forget to like, leave me some comments about what you think about these different videos. Do you believe in this stuff? Or do you feel like it's just fake. I actually believe in this stuff, guys. I had some stories growing up that my grandfather and my father told me about, and my mom. Just said you scared. Don't growl like something. Come here, Camila, or Kamika, or whatever they call it. I can see you, don't crawl. Kamika. Yeah, Kamika, okay. Come down here, child. Victoria is calling you. You keep saying Victoria's calling you. I don't like, what is this, like their child or something? That's what I couldn't figure out. It's still crazy.
ايش هو الصحيح؟ ما راح اعمل مثلث. ما راح اعمل مثلث. ادخل الباب الثالث من هون؟ لا بل من هنا. طب هاني جاي ادخله. سوف تجدني بالداخل. هاني جاي ادخله. سوف تجدني بالداخل. اجدك بالداخل؟ نعم. طب يلا. اي باب. اي باب فيهم. اي باب اي باب. يعني انت في اي باب طيب؟ اي باب.
No, nothing's there.
خوت علي هذا ولا ايش؟
Oh, there you go.
ايش لا؟ ادخل وين؟ هنا. وين هون؟ اقترب والمس يدي فقط. ما راح اقترب ولا المس يدك. لا. ما بدي. لا تخف. ما بدي. لا تخف. بديش. لأنك أحمق. أنا أحمق؟ يعني هيك شو بتعمل أنت قاعد؟ عينك عني أيها اللعين. ما بدي أبعد عيني. أريد أن أختفي. ما في. لا تحصرني أيها اللعين. ما أنا ظني حصرك جوا الحمام هذا. حابة أتسلى فيك. بتسلى فيك بمزاجي. لا. طب بدي اخليك احكي وراي الحكي هذا. لا بزبطش تحكي. اطلع من الحمام. ابعد عينك عني. اخرج من الحمام. ابعد عينك عني. تعال نوقف هون.
I need you all to watch this terrifying video and then I'll explain what happened.
There's running water at a ghost. Some people claim it's a Jinn. Burn that ass up.
A Jinn is basically a form of demon that has been known to possess animals or humans.
Right.
What's terrifying is that you could see that the water sounded and looked like it actually hit something before falling to the ground. Right. So even though we couldn't see it, we could hear it, and you could see that the water physically hit it. That's just wild to me.
This is definitely the most terrifying forest encounter you will ever see. Deep in the woods near the Appalachian Mountains, a man woke up and found an old woman swinging a massive scythe right outside his house, dressed in black and white. She looked almost like the Grim Reaper slowly cutting through the overgrown weeds. The man stepped outside and started yelling at her. But the truly disturbing part was that she never reacted once. She didn't look at him, didn't answer, and never stopped swinging the blade. It was like she didn't even know he existed. The only sound in the forest was the heavy swish of the scythe, cutting through the grass over and over again. The man said pure panic took over and his instincts told him to run later. People online discovered the terrifying figure was actually a 90-year-old woman still cutting weeds by hand in the mountains. Right. Somehow, that made the video even scarier.
What?
Did you see my other two guys?
Oh my goodness. These guys were laughing and recording in the Appalachian woods when they suddenly realized a woman was silently walking behind them. Nobody heard footsteps. Nobody saw where she came from. And the second she spoke, the entire mood changed. She kept insisting, no, we're not supposed to go that way. We don't want to meet him. It was chilling. One moment she's driving, seemingly lost, and the next she's wandering the brush, warning people about a trail she had literally just walked out of herself. But here's the part that'll give you goosebumps. Every time she opened her mouth, she sounded less and less human.
What?
Did you see my other two guys?
Can't get over that?
She kept repeating the same haunting question over and over, like a broken record. Have you seen my other two people? You could hear the panic start setting in for the group because, by that point, they knew something was seriously wrong with her. She wasn't just lost. It was like she was stuck in a loop, or worse, like something else was using her voice. Would you have stayed to help her, or would you have run the other way as fast as possible?
I'm sorry. As soon as she came
Drop
out,
a
I've been
comment
gone.
and let me
We
know
don't
if
play
you
that.
think this was a glitch in the Matrix or something lurking in the woods.
Open the door.
Who are you?
Now I'm gonna pause this before we go. Just sitting here thinking, what would you guys do in that situation? Because like me, like I said, I would have hauled ass as soon as she popped out of nowhere and she looking like that, and then as soon as no, I'm sorry, and we up there in the mountains too, and y'all know we happening up there. Yeah, no, we're not playing that.
Brother, can you open the door?
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Open the door.
I'm not gonna open the door. You're not real.
I want to talk. Come on, open the door.
Now this is supposed to be his brother, but his brother is
No.
dead. Or
Get
sorry,
out of
alive.
here.
Open the door.
But watch this though, which is weird.
So that was so scary.
Look at that. Like how in the HELL. And this, I couldn't tell if that was real or fake. It was weird though, scary weird. But anyways, you guys go shop my cousin's collection, Hogan's Handmade Decor or Creations. He does those type of like fairs, but he literally does it by what is the word I'm looking for? How they do blankets and stuff. Crochet. There we go. Couldn't get it out. Sorry guys.
Storage facility where a father owns a storage unit containing obscure vintage items. The facility is well known for being creepy, but it's the contents of this unit that's by far the creepiest. Among all things inside is a toy monkey that the father knows is worth a lot of money. Although initially not wanting to sell the doll, he now hopes that someone would buy it off his hands as soon as possible. Ever since having it, the stuff inside his unit would move on their own. Now noise complaints would often be made by employees who accuse the man of living in his storage, but after setting up a camera to show that it's the stuff inside being thrown around, he captures this.
Nope. Not at all. No, thank you. That's so wicked. Like, no way.
Like something straight out of a horror movie, the toy doll moves on its own. The staff working at the storage facility were just as spooked as the man who owns this unit.
Right.
He believes that this is the culprit behind the strange noises employees heard.
Yeah.
While there has yet to be a
Ain't nothing
prospective
else
buyer for
in
this
there.
doll, the man continues to document the monkey on the off chance that something else is caught on camera. But currently, nothing else has happened. As always, let me know your thoughts on this
Before
one.
he gave it away, he told the people that that mother sucker was
Video-
haunted. Cause like, don't do that. There's actually a lady online. I can't even remember her link to where she's on TikTok though, but she buys all different types of dolls and things. And like, she had some that are actually, you know, what you
blew
call
up
it. Hold
online.
on.
And once you notice it, you'll understand why people are calling it one of the
Sorry guys, you let me know what you think. I actually have a wasp in here and I'm allergic. I don't know how he got in. I gotta find it. But anyways, guys, I thank you for being here and watching. Please make sure to go check out my cousin's lovely creations that he hand makes. And yeah, guys. So leave me some comments. Let me know what you guys think about the video. And see you guys. Bye.